Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Sarah Tia. This is a reading for Pisces for Virgo season 2025. May or may not resonate. I do have a personal reading. The link to the site is in the description. Okay, so you're hiding or somebody you're connected to is hiding. But that's because there's questioning, investigation that's becoming a factor. RT, anything like that. They're about to be questioned about something. And Mika, it seems like they know exactly why. So no matter how badly they try to hide in this situation, these losses are coming to them regardless. Repossessions feel like a factor here, like cars being repossessed, foreclosures, um, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. Things being seized, anything like that. That type of stuff feels like a really big factor to where people won't have access to things, people, places, or things. And in my opinion, it seems like Annie, anything like that. I think it's because this situation seems to be for safety, security, for spiritual wellness, it's for the right reasons. Like, it's coming across to me as if Artie. I think there are people who need spiritual protection from somebody. And the spiritual protection that they need is coming in. Mira. Um, because there is this strange, like, demonic force that others, like, are welcoming into their life. But there are people who don't want this demonic presence around. And because they won't respect other's boundaries, other's wishes, they get to lose like privileges. They get to lose, you get what I'm saying, in this situation. Like, because it's like they just ask you to respect their boundaries. They just ask you to respect their time, their space, their body, whatever this stuff is. You get what I'm saying? Like their privacy. And this person does not respect any of that. So at this point, it's like, yeah, I got to set up boundaries with you. They're cool with violating other people's boundaries and privacies because they're insecure. You get what I'm saying? So this is the person that's like, if you don't answer your phone, they going to ride past your house. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't, I don't know, like, if you don't talk to them every day or whatever, like, and this could be a friend, you get what I'm saying, they feel insecure and start feeling some type of way, you know what I mean? It's almost like they're so insecure, that they really just turn into a fake friend or family member. And a lot of this is because it's like, again, if you don't answer their phone call or text them back or whatever this may be, hang with them, whatever this may be, they start feeling like you instantly they op or feel like you have negative emotions to them. And that's not what this is. Tangy, that's not what this is. I think this person has to realize that people have lives outside of them. You get what I'm saying? People have experiences and lives outside of these places or spaces. Whatever this shit is, Shanae, they're angry because people have lives outside of these relationships or this environment. And it's like, how can you be mad that somebody has a life, a career, a job, a relationship outside of the one that they have with you? Work, family, friend, or romantically. Nikki, anything like that. These people are angry because somebody has a life outside of the environment that they know them in. So it's like, so y'all all perceive him as her as competition because this is not they end all be all, because they have a life, a job, a career, a lifestyle that is not attached to you. Yes. Dominique. Yes. That's what the issue is here. This person has a whole life, a whole reality, a whole world, a whole relationship, all of this that these people don't know shit about, that they don't know anything about, that they don't have access to. You get what I'm saying? A whole life that they're so curious about, but it's none of their business. Kiera, it's none of their business. So they literally are violating somebody's privacy, researching this person, studying this person, doing all they Googles possible, connecting with mutual ties to get the answers that they're looking for. Destiny. And what are they getting out of this situation? Tie is what I'm hearing, but looking like a weirdo. Feel, fail, fall, fold, fool, anything like that. They're doing as much research as possible on others, Dave's, and then I heard Jackson's. They're doing as much research on somebody as possible to get details on them for what? Snoop, noob. And this is all just because they're nosy. Arty. So it's like, you mean to tell me you started, again, like I be telling y'all these weirdos, like you started researching your coworkers. You started looking up your coworkers. You started looking up your customers and clients. You started looking up your patients outside of the fucking work environment. Like whatever this is. Yes. They started, or you get what I'm saying? Yes. Like they started researching people outside of the environment that they know them in. So now they feel like they know these people or this person personally. And they don't. Kiera. They do not know these people or this person personally. So now they're at a point to where the things that they've done are illegal, unethical, immoral. Christian. And they don't want to admit that. You would not know these details about this person if you were not violating their privacy. You would not know these details about these people or this person if you weren't stalking them, spying on them. Kiera. They just don't want to accept that. They got egg on their face. They were too nosy. Too fucking nosy. And now they nosiness is making them feel like a fucking clown. Megs. As they should. This is stalking and harassment because a bitch wanted to be funny and competitive. They're just childish and they won't accept that they're immature. Shanae, they're immature and they thought this was a competition. So now they figured out who somebody is, where they live, where they work, what they got going on, little details about their life from what they could Google research, right? And they thought this was going to be enough to make fun of them. But they just look like a fucking clown and a weirdo. Because this is like, I keep telling y'all, like a stranger. Or this will be somebody that you know in passing. Like, they work at the school. They are a coworker. Used to go to high school with this person. This is one of your lovers, family members, or friends. This is one of your friends, family members, or lovers, friends, or you give it a mutual tie type shit. Like, but they have absolutely no reason to be in your business. And if this is you, you don't got no fucking reason being in this person's business like this. Especially if there's a Sagittarius energy tied into this matter. These bitches are weirdos and thought this was a competition. Chess, they thought this was a competition. Janelle, and now they in a place to where they just looking stupid as fuck. Like, so how many times have you rode past their house? You feel me? Like, how many times have you gone to their website? How many times have you listened to them, watched them? How long you been following them on social media? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, bro? Get out of here. Get out of here. These is weirdos. They've been watching somebody for so damn long that they forgot that they wasn't supposed to be watching this person. Do you get what I'm saying? So now they, Dominique, now they speaking on people, places, and things that they seeing from this person's profile and from the things that they Googling and forgot that they don't know this person in real life. So it's like, who told you that? Where'd you get that information from? They've been studying this person's life in ways that they ain't supposed to be. Monique, thank you so much.